Moviola film editing machine, and it would edit films to allow you to cut and paste them together. So cool. I know it's not for this, but this cabin, this chalet here, it reminds me of the one from Gravity Falls. Like, look at them side by side. It reminds me of the one from there, but it's location drawing of the ski chalet from there. I love doing renderings on paper like this. This is my jam. Oh, there's nothing like it. So the chalet overview and preliminary drawings. And there's like a whole cabinet. Oh my goodness, of all different things. Okay, so this is the chalet from there. That's cool. I was like, Mansfield Park, that location sounds familiar. That makes sense now. So they have a little thing here where you can create. So scout your own scene and set it. And so you make a little mood board based on, so it's period biopic. And these are the shots that you want. And it's like, get an indie rom-com and like a sci-fi. I've had to scout for sci-fi before. It's an experience. But they've got all different set cards. Like, oh, that's just the sky. I thought it was blank. Nope, it's just sky. Different types of weather settings. But there's all sorts in here. Oh no. I'm doing this one-handedly. Like, that's so cool. More of the set drawings. They've got a video going on beside me. I need to look up, what is this movie? Extended. But they've got a bunch of stuff from it. It's absolutely cool. We're in the TIFF reference library, but I'll probably make a whole little thing at the beginning. Little spiel. This is cool. Fix it in post. Fix it in post. Production wraps. The construction team dismantles their custom sets, and location managers bid adieu to their local fixers. And the editing work begins, and they fix it all in post. That's fun. If you've seen how this is done, digitally extending a scene, it's so cool. It is so cool. I'll see if I can link one in the description for you guys. So this is a paint schedule. We have to do these for theater as well, and so you knowing what gets painted in what color when, because you can't paint everything at the same time, right? And so you want to mark down, and you want to mark down exactly what's painted what and what is all going together. And then that's a naked lunch. This is also naked lunch. And then I cannot tell which one is this. Does this say? I'm gonna guess it's probably naked lunch again, or this, because there's that thing over there. But we'll find out. And they've got like the whole production design. There's a couple of these magazines that are out. I used to read them at my old work, and I love them. Ate them up. But yeah, more paint. Very, very cool. So we've got more draftings. This is more Mansfield Park. So this is more hand drafting. See, this is the paper I know how to hand draft on. Is this brown paper? This one is Dead Ringers. That's cool. So that's the hospital set. And so, okay, so here's a great thing. I love seeing these. These are paper models, and they're like scale models of the different locations and that they want to build. So you get an idea. Don't mind the tiny car. And then you get to like see all of the scale drawings on how they go from this to something like that. And like you slowly build them up. You slowly make them bigger. Like, yeah, even take photos and you like break it down and be like, okay, this is what I want here, this is the idea, this is how I'm going to build it. Can I put your house in a movie? I've been asked that a lot. Gotta love just taking somebody's house. Okay, so this is film production, rental agreements. I've seen a lot of these ones, the yellow ones in the back there. I used to write those up for a company I used to work for. So, look how cheap it used to be. $150. Ugh. You can never get a rental for anything in film and theater nowadays for $150. This one is so please touch to move around the marquee recreation designed for play. So this is maquette. So this is the paper ones that you saw there. Yeah. And so they're built. The cars are a bit small, but it gives you like an idea on sizing and scale with the houses. These ones are made out of foam core. Ooh, I'm not getting a picture. These are made out of foam core. They're actually really cool. I love the handiness that you can see when you get like the lines, but this one even has like where the pots are going to go and the balcony and more pots and whatnot, so you can see where this is actually going to end up jutting out. It's very cool. It'll set the scene. And then, okay, so this is from Saskatoon, or Saskatchewan, and it's agreements for locations of different spots. They're like, okay, we wanna film in these locations. These are our options. This is what we want. This is what we want to do. And they went and they got pictures of them all. Yeah, it's giving a 2005 camera. And they're like noting of what type of shapes they like and different things for it. But yeah. And then art 80. All the notes. Feel free to pause and read if you would like. I'm just gonna scan over everything. I'm like scanning and reading as I'm going through. And got another location agreement. There's that. So much fun. Great Tidelands. I cannot bend, so we're not going all the way down there. So, what do we got here? Oh my goodness, is this an old... I think this is an old breakdown. That's cool. I'm gonna try and put you guys closer so you can... So we've got another whole mock-up. Trans-Siberian restaurant from eastern provinces. I was realizing, is like, oh man, a lot of these are from her. Yeah, they have a whole interview with her that you can listen to. That, unfortunately, I have no idea how to show you guys, but it's very cool. If I can figure it out before I leave, I will show you. So, it had a matching ceiling piece, so it would probably just sit right on top with these big ones. How they wanted to break down the whole set. Size scaling. And it goes like even just painting and all the things that you'll just see and things that will reflect, giving it an idea of it all. Put more detail in where people are actually going to see. Things you actually want to focus on. And breaking things. But there's that. This won People's Choice Award at 2007 TIFF. So that's cool. Now let's go over here. This is a whole big room. Ideation. So, the ideation stage of filmmaking begins with a conceptualization on how a script may manifest in the film. Through location, scouting, and technical sketches, production designers envision how characters will interact with the stage settings. And just making ideas. I want my room to look like this. I want the light to cast there. You know? There we go. This is all from Chloe in 2009. Let's break it down of so we've got the script here on one side and thumbnail sketches on the other, what location they want to use, what area in that location, maybe a character. There you go. So this one is Creative Choices, and it's comparing what we just saw to this. So this is the contrast between Philip Baker's visual guide for Chloe, which was that guy over there that we just came from, to here with the telepod. This is from The Fly in 1989. The difference in creative processes and how he broke down, but the scaling, how big are the characters to the pod, and how can they move throughout the area? What kind of colors do you want to go with? You know, scaling with an actual human, building out your frame, getting that idea. So, all sorts of fun things there. Let's go back to this so you guys can read it. And then got this one over here. Another maquette. This is from the Keyhole in 2011. And it's a two-story display of the Pick former home made of foam core. It comes apart to show the intricate designs and the doorways, so the whole thing sits. Oops, I got my zoom out. So that floor, and then this, you can actually see where it would sit on it, and then where that little part of the roof would sit down on it. It would all sit there, kind of build up all the layers, and then you can take it apart and actually see. And then up at the top here, you can see the carpet layout and the furniture and where things want to go and that kind of idea that you can't really get, which it probably had down here on the original, but doesn't. But yeah. So I used this one in college, and these are all sorts of like great reference books for scouting things out. Got some like older ones down here, going up into more contemporary, but I like the ones that do have more of the visual guide alongside the text. I hate it when they're just text because I can't always visualize it through the way other people write. A lot of the older ones have that where it's a significantly more text, but they do at least still throw in like this is the set design from that one film. This is the architecture they use. This is the style. So we got a whole bunch. Mise en scène, the film style and retention, production design, all sorts of fun stuff. Another table we got here. We got some old film gauges, all the different sizes that it used to be printed at. 8mm is so small. Then we got IMAX. Just came from that. Because if you're watching this, as soon as I uploaded it, I did this and Dune in the same day. So it's very cool to like see how big IMAX is comparatively. I can't touch any of this, so they've got the Forrest Gump candies. Those are very cool. And then they've got like director's cuts and screenplays of a bunch of different ones. Nerd Planner. I do not know what this is. I did not catch what they were talking about. But like, look at the design. It's so cool. Old beauty soaps. And this all goes with this guy. The queen of silent film. Oh, there we go. This is like her beauty line. So, we'll see if I can get it without the... There we go. All about her, and then a skull. And they've got like a more permanent exhibition here. Talking about the peoples of Toronto. I cannot pronounce it properly. It's this right here on screen. I cannot pronounce it right now. My voice is kind of shot. It's so cool. If you ever find yourself at the TIFF Bell LightBox. It's so cool. And then I got a bunch of zines.